If you've been feeling behind in life lately, like somehow everybody else seems to have moved forward, they figured it out, maybe they started over, they got their momentum back, but you're still feeling like you're sitting in the middle of a version of yourself that you don't even recognize anymore, then this is for you. Listen, I need to tell you something that a lot of women need to hear right now, and I know that I needed to hear this. You are not too late. You just might be grieving a version of your life that you thought would have looked different by now. And that grief, that disappointment, that quiet, this is not where I thought I'd be feeling, that can make you feel like you're behind when really you're just standing in the middle of a chapter that you haven't fully learned how to move through yet. See, a lot of women are walking around carrying this same heavy, silent feeling like, I should be further by now. I should have more figured out by now. I should be more healed by now. I should be making more money by now. I should have started already. I should not be here. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to know something. That feeling, it can mess you up deeper than people even realize. And I know because I've been there. Because see, when you feel behind in life, it doesn't affect your confidence. It starts affecting your identity. Okay, you start questioning who you are, what happened to you, whether you still have time in life, right? Whether it's even worth you trying again. And that is dangerous. See, when you feel behind long enough, you can start making delays feel like defeat. And those are not the same thing. Just because your life didn't happen in a timeline that you imagined does not mean that your life is over. And I really need women to stop internalizing this lie. And even if it didn't happen by 30 or by 40 or by now, that somehow you missed it. No. Some women don't fully come back to themselves until later. And I'm a witness. Some women don't even meet their real self until after that heartbreak, after the burnout, after the breakdown, after the kids, after the marriage, after the loss, after the life they thought they'd have completely falls apart. And that doesn't mean they failed. It means that life had to strip some things away first. Okay? It means some women are not late. They're just being rebuilt. And I know because God had to do it with me. And I know that might not always feel glamorous. It might actually feel painful, confusing, lonely, and oftentimes deeply very uncomfortable. But rebuilding seasons often do. Because see, reinvention is not always pretty at first. Sometimes it looks like confusion before you get that clarity. Sometimes it looks like rest before you get that momentum going. Sometimes it even looks like losing what no longer fits before becoming who you really are. And if that's where you are right now, you are not broken. You are in transition, girl. A lot of times when women say they feel behind, what they really mean is my life is no longer matching the version I thought I would be living right now. And that disconnect can hurt you because you're not just grieving time. Right now, you're grieving maybe choices, people, lost years, old identities, missed opportunities, the version of you that got buried under all of that survival. And that is real. But I need you to hear me clearly. Feeling behind does not mean you are finished. Okay? No. And it definitely does not mean that you are disqualified from building something beautiful from this point right here. You are not disqualified. And you should remind yourself that you're not disqualified from having that peace, from walking in your purpose, for standing in that confidence, for embracing love, for feeling joy, for walking in your freedom, or even building a whole new life. Even if you're starting from scratch. And honestly, sometimes scratch is sacred because scratch often means that there's something still building up. There's something that's still being built. I'm also going to tell you the truth with love. At some point, you are going to have to stop using I feel behind as proof that you should stay stuck. Because that's what a lot of people do without even realizing it. And I know from experience, they feel behind. So guess what? You freeze. They feel ashamed. You hide. You might even feel uncertain, which causes you to postpone. Sometimes you could feel disappointed. Guess what? Now you're not even moving. And before you know it, one painful season turns into so many years of self abandonment. And that is what we cannot do. Because while your pain deserves compassion, your future deserves movement. And at some point, you have to decide, I may not be where I thought I'd be, but I am not going to abandon myself here. This is where reinvention starts. Not when everything is perfect. Not when you feel like you're fully healed. Not when you suddenly become fearless, but when you decide, just like I felt like I had to decide, that I wasn't done with myself yet. And you shouldn't be done with yourself either. And that is your power. If you are in a season right now where your life feels unfamiliar, where you feel disconnected from who you used to be, where you feel like you are missing something, or you know something in is more for you and you're asking for more, I want you to know this. You are not too late to rebuild. You are not too late to become. You are not too late to create that new chapter. And no, it may not look like the version that you imagined years ago, but that does not mean it still can't be beautiful. Sometimes the life that you rebuild after breaking, after the awakening, after the truth is the real life, the aligned life, the honest life, the life that actually belongs to you. And maybe that's what this season is really about. I know that it is for me. Not proving that you kept up with everybody else, because that's something that I'm not doing, but finally building a life that actually feels like yours. So, if you've been feeling like behind in life, I hope that this reminded you that you are not late. You are not finished. You got so much more to do. And you are not the only woman who is trying to find herself again in a chapter that she didn't even expect. And if that's where you are, I want you here. Because on this channel, we talk about reinvention, healing, rebuilding your life, and learning how to create new freedom and, baby, income from scratch. Okay? So if you're in your begin again season 2 like I am, I want you to go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to like the video, because we're rebuilding over here. And you do not have to do it alone. So, as I always like to close, listen to your intuition, because it's always guiding you. It will guide you right where you need to be. It will guide you to make the moves that you need to make. It will guide you wholeheartedly. And most important, protect your peace. So, until the next video, bye y'all.